What's up? We're here at the Halifax Regionals with Thomas Hong. Happy birthday, Thomas Hong. What did you play today? How did you place?
I played going second cash and I got 8th.
Nice, man. Any shoutouts you want to give before we start?
Shout out to Above Average for his fantastic Kashtira content, his theory of one-ofs, which I didn't follow at all. Shout out to Josh for lending me some cards and helping me build the deck. And shout out Max behind the camera for listening to us yap about it.
Right on, man. You ready to get into it?
Alright, let's get into it.
Alright.
So, standard cash cards, 3 Unicorns, 3 Fenrir, 2 Rise, 1 Scareclaw. So because you're blinding second every time, you don't need 3 Rysar, because Rysar doesn't actually do anything for you, so you only play 2. Yeah, everything else comes up, especially Scareclaw, that helps you OTK. And that's all. And then for engine, I also played 3 planets, terraforming, just have more ways to get through your starters. 3 bursts, 2 Theosis. You don't need more than 2 Theosis. Yep. And you rather open the burst than Theosis because burst gets you more. And then for my non-engine, I'm playing 3 Desires. You play 3 Desires because if you're blinding second, you're drawing 2 cards, which 2 cards can get to anything. And I'm playing a bunch of board breakers, so Desires gets you to more board breakers or card to help break your opponent's board. So you never draw anything bad off of it early. So yeah. And you also can't play Frost because you're trying to kill them. So the second is basically just a worse version of Tenpai. And hand trap, I'm playing 3 Shifter and 3 Perlias. This would be Floros, and I would play Floros if I had them. But instead, shout out Josh for lending me Perlia.
Those aren't even yours.
No.
That's great.
I'm not buying any of these cards. But yeah, these cards just like help you draw into more non-engine, which you really need to like help break boards. Yeah. And board breakers, I'm playing 3 Dark Hole. It's the best board breaker that you want to play because it also clears your own field, so it works against like Mimighouls and whatever other random matchups where they summon bodies to your field. And it's also not 1 per turn as well, so it's a bit irrelevant. 2 Thrust, 2 Talons, 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Cosmics. So all of these cards pair with Shifter really well too. So if you do Shifter, then you can still use any of these cards. And these will all do the job. Cosmic has been really good because every deck is playing at least some sort of back row, and you'll hit everything in pretty much every single matchup. Against like Fiendsmith, you can hit Sequence. Against Fire King Island, you can hit like the Azaroon cards or whatever. Yeah, these are all solid cards. And then the last 2 cards I'm playing Droplets, which doesn't pair with Shifter, but it does help break a board. I can't play Dark Ruler, so this is like the next best thing. It also clears bodies off your field, which is also relevant against Mimighouls.
You used that to dodge Valor on Fenrir today. That was actually
yeah,
really
you can
nice.
also do some cool stuff with it, playing around hand traps and stuff too. So yeah.
40 card main?
Yeah, 40 card main deck. Threw out every single Snake Eye Azamina deck today. This deck is a glitch in the meta. Yeah, side deck, or extra deck, playing 1 Shang, Draco Sack for the whole combo if you go first. The best cast card and the other good cast card that helps break boards. I'm playing Flare Metal, which Josh didn't want me to play, but this guy does come up, I swear to God. If you can't kill your opponent, if you summon this, then it's really good. And Above Average says, in his 3 tips to top, you need to play a time card. This is one of them.
Shout out to the GOAT.
And then, yeah, Typhon, this card pairs really well with these 2 cards. So it helps kill as well. And Zeus if you can't kill as well. So these are all the XYZs I'm playing for the Cash Engine. And I'm siding Fiendsmith cards, so...
Whoa.
So for the Draco Sack combo, we play 1 Lynx Fighter, 1 SP, and Fiendsmith cards. Right. With this engine, you can either end on Caesar or you can end on Desiree. So you just pick on whichever one you want to end on. If you generally end on Caesar, just to play around Nib better. and Caesar is good against every matchup anyways. But if the matchup's like Runic Sun or whatever, Desiree can be better. So you would just make that. And you only need one Link Spider when you're going for these cards. You're always going to end on one extra token if you're going for Caesar. But you never need the second Link Spider unless you have an extra extender. So you need like 3 cards to end on SP, Fenrir, plus Desiree, for example. Which is just pretty unrealistic sometimes. And you don't need the other Link Spider unless you get named.
So instead of making Heat Soul off Draco Sack, you're
like
going
Eagle,
into
Heat
Beast.
Soul, whatever. You just go for the Fiendsmith combo.
Right on.
So yeah, side deck, playing 3 Ash, 3 Droll. So the reason why I'm playing Droll is because this hits all the Adamina decks. It's good into Thunder and Rogue decks. And if I'm not playing a lot of hand traps, I want something with high impact, and Droll is one of that card. Ash is like decent. It hits like the other random matchups where Dark Hole probably won't hit, or just like random rogue matchups like Runic Sun, maybe Ghoul again. And maybe Ghoul's pretty popular today. I think it's like 3 of them in the room today.
Something like that.
And yeah, Ash helps versus those rogue decks. Also, when you're going first, you have to take out your board breakers. So these are like your staple cards that you just put in. These can like go against like every deck for the most part. Fiend's Potential, I'm only playing 1 Engraver. You only need 1 Engraver to play the whole Fiend's Potential. Because any 2 monsters just get you access to this. The only downside is that if you draw this is a brick. So it does nothing if you draw it. I'm sliding 1 cross just to help make your going first option better. And then we're going first cards. I'm playing 3 Heat Waves. Because like,
Gross.
some people make the read that I'm gonna go in second deck and I'm playing all the board breakers, so they make me go first. Because the cash end board is literally just Shang, Fenrir, pass. Like, that's not beating most of the deck right now. So like, if you have Heat Wave, you can just slam it down, and then next turn if they don't have any set cards, you just kill them. Didn't resolve it once today, but
nice.
In theory it's really good. And then my 1-ofs, 1 Duster, 1 Herald of the Abyss. I know Pearly would be played today.
Shout out Mr. Zoo.
I did lose to Pearly. He made me go first. So, yeah, in theory, Herald of the Abyss is really good against Pearly because none of your other board breakers do anything to Noir, and it's a really hard matchup. So, yeah, Duster is just an extra card that you can put in. I was playing a Soul Release to make the Fire King matchup better because it's really hard to deal with the Runics, Amble, all that stuff because they all just like float into each other. I didn't play against any Fire King. So, last 2 cards, I'm playing 2 Trap for Trust, going first. D-Berry, like, this could be a Threatening Roar as well. Because Threatening Roar is better into Tempai. Also, Heat Wave is also really good against Tempai. In that matchup, we both want each other to go second. So, if you Heat Wave Tempai, then you literally beat them. D-Barrier versus Threatening Roar. The thing with Threatening Roar is that it only hits Tempai. And I wasn't thinking that there's a lot of Tempai today, and D-Berry hits more decks than just Tempai. And DDG hits like all the other decks right now, so it's really good if you get like full Ross. And most people will just shotgun a Pearlia or full Ross against you or something like that, and these cards are really good.
For sure.
Yeah, that's the deck.
Right on, man. Well, congrats on the top, and I hope we see you again.